Hello all, welcome to our channel. I'm Shilpa Nagaraju. I'll be covering Indian art and culture syllabus prescribed for your UPSC, EPFC, AO examination. Please like and subscribe to our channel and share with your friends and leave comments on our videos so that we will help you in your preparation for UPSC, EPFC, AO examination. So we have seen Indian art and architecture from Indus Valley civilization, Mauryan period, post-Mauryan period, etc. We have also covered cultural institutions and many other chapters relevant for your examination. Today we are going to see about Indian handicrafts and a few words about me. I have 6 years teaching experience online and offline. I have completed my Masters in Public Administration and pursuing my PhD. I have given UPSC CSE Interview and have qualified UGC NET with 6 years experience in the government sector. So today's topic is Indian handicrafts. As you can see in the image, the basic definition of handicraft is the manual or tool-assisted processing of raw materials by experienced artisans to produce useful or ornamental things made of clay, rock, paper, stone, etc. These gorgeous things were made with a noteworthy amount of skill, grit, and precision. India's handicrafts have long been adored, praised, and marveled at by people all around the world. India is undoubtedly a true blue shopper's paradise because of its rich cultural heritage, which is represented in the intricateness of its handicrafts. The fact that Indian crafts are still produced today is undeniable evidence of both their high quality and significance. Every craft, like a mirror, reflects the tribe which has created it and is still creating it today. They represent the rich tradition and culture of India. A genuine handcrafted object requires tremendous expertise and time to produce. But what makes each one so wonderful is the specific care and attention that is given to one. What are the types of Indian handicrafts? Clay and pottery, leather, jute, shell, metal handicrafts, bamboo and cane, stone, bone and horn, wooden handicrafts. Let's have a look at glasswares. Glass making in India, like most other artisan traditions, has a very long history. The Mahabharata, which is India's greatest epic, contains a reference to glassware. However, there is no material proof of glass beads in the early Harappan civilization. Beautiful glass beads from the Ganges Valley's painted grey ware culture serve as the first tangible proof that is 1000 BC. In the ancient Vedic text Shatapatha Brahmana, glass was referred to as Kanch or Kacha. Glass archaeological evidence was uncovered in the southern region of India at Musky, which is a Chalcolithic site in Deccan. Glass bangles are an important component of Indian jewelry history. The Churikara Jodas, or most beautiful and graceful ones, are produced in Hyderabad. Firozabad in Uttar Pradesh is known for its glass bangles and utilitarian glassware. Cloth handicrafts. Cloth is used for a range of handicraft processes including weaving and printing. The artists use printed fabrics or wooden blocks to create the patterns on other materials. There are numerous techniques in India for creating stunning designs with tie and dye. One of the most important arts is bandhani or bandage, sometimes known as the tie and dye process in English. This technique is common in Rajasthan and Gujarat. Another age-old technique that is still in use today is kalamkari, which involves hand painting fabrics with deep colored vegetable dyes. In Andhra Pradesh, it is widely employed. The image you are seeing in the right is batik art, and it is another exquisite style of fabric embellishment whereby molten wax is infused into one end of the fabric and then dyed in gold to create multicolored batik saris and dupattas. Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal are well known for their batik art. Unique to textile crafts is the ability to produce elaborate patterns using threads or wooden blocks. This is needlework and it is done on fabric with needles and silk, cotton, gold or silver threads, that is the embroidery. Weaving refers to the process of interlacing a yarn to produce textiles and fabrics. The vertical thread is termed the arb, while the horizontal thread is referred to as the weft. Typically, a loom is used to lace the warp and weft in predetermined patterns. Numerous types of weaves are produced by the various lacing techniques. Ivory carving. From the Vedic era, when it was known as Danta, probably in reference to the elephant's tusk, which provided the ivory carving has been a tradition in India. Recent research has shown that throughout the Harappan era, trade routes existed between India and Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, and regions of the Persian Gulf that involved the exchange of ivory and items made from it, including the ivory dice. A Sanchi inscription from the year 2 BCE has been found, and the carvings and the Sanchi stupa and the Vidisha Guild of Ivory Artisans are both mentioned. Apart from these literary allusions, it has been shown that ivory was still in demand in 2nd AD by the discovery of the archaeological remnants of an ivory comb from Taxila. There are several ivory artifacts from the Mughal era that were utilized as ornamentation like combs and dagger handles. Delhi, Jaipur, and portions of West Bengal are traditional centers for carving ivory. They have produced exquisite artwork, coffins, palanquins, and the renowned Ambari Haki. Additional crucial regions are as follows: Kerala, well known for its ivory paintings. Jodhpur, it is famous for ivory bangles. Jaipur, well known for its ivory jali work which is used in homes and small art objects. The terracotta crafts. Terracotta, which literally means baked earth, is a form of semi-fired ceramic clay. It becomes waterproof and durable as a result of this treatment, making it perfect for sculpture and building structures. Additionally, it has been widely used in the manufacture of bricks and pottery. Some of the outstanding displays of terracotta artistry may be found in the Bankura area of West Bengal, including the Bankura Ors, Panchmura Ors, and terracotta temples. The best clay artwork in India can be seen in the Buddhist viharas, which were created during the prehistoric Pala period. Silver crafts. One of the most popular techniques used by silver jewelry designers is filigree work. In Odisha, anklets made of silver, known as pindri and paijam, are extremely popular. G is silver crocheted decorations that are one of a kind. The Bidri work, known in Karnataka's Bidri village, is also well known for its beauty. It employs silver inlay work against the dark backdrops. Clay and pottery work. Pottery has been referred to as the lyric of handicrafts because it is shaped like a poetic composition and has a sensual appeal to the senses. Making objects out of clay was one of the first crafts started by man. The earliest evidence was discovered in the Neolithic site of Mehergarh, which is now located in Pakistan. The remnants reveal that the art of creating clay posts was highly developed at about 6000 BC. Painted grayware pottery, which is typically grey in color and was connected to the Vedic era, is the most well-known type of ancient pottery. The bronze crafts. Metals were used more for spears and arrows in ancient India for art. Metal casting, on the other hand, has been used in craftsmanship for over 5,000 years. Bronze work is one of the oldest art forms as evidenced by the bronze statue of a dancing girl from Mohenjo-daro, which dates between 3500 and 3000 BCE. We know that the first non-ferrous metals used by humans were copper and tin, which were combined to form bronze. The Matsya Purana contains the earliest literary evidence about various methods of casting bronze. Later texts such as Nagarjuna's Rasaratnakara mention metal purity and zinc distillation. Metal crafts. There are numerous methods for metal casting in iron, copper, bell metal, and other metals. These crafts are distinguished by the use of ornamentation on metal through techniques such as engraving, embossing, and damascening. One of the most well-known methods is Rajasthan Marori work, which entails using metal to etch the base metal and resin to fill spaces left by the etchings. Products. The art of leather tanning has been documented since 3000 BCE. Although camels were initially the most common animal used for skinning, tigers and deer were also among the first animals whose skins were tanned. It is said that in ancient times the rishis or wise men who lived in the forest used animal skins as mats. Even though leather was used during the Mughal period, the degenerative nature of leather makes finding material evidence difficult. Currently, wallets, bags, and shoes are the most common items made from leather. The biggest leather market is in Rajasthan, where camel leather is used to create bags of all different shapes and sizes. In addition to this, mojadis, which are unique varieties of leather footwear, are famous in Jaipur and Jodhpur. Kanpur is another prominent city in Uttar Pradesh with a blooming industry focused on leather and tanned products. In Maharashtra, Kolhapuri chappals are also well liked. Apart from these, Chennai and Kolkata are important leather bag and footwear manufacturing centers. Punjabi jutis are especially well known due to the employment of an applique technique on the footwear, which makes them highly appealing. Manoti art, which involves decorating articles with camel skin, is another major technique of leather art practiced in Bikaner. Wooden work. India has a large forest cover and one of the main products derived from these resources is wood. Furniture is one of the most important products made from wood. Beautifully carved furniture can be found in shisham wood, pine wood, and other materials. Kashmir, where this art form has flourished since the 13th century, is one of the most important centers for making wooden furniture. They make extensive use of walnut and deodar wood. Kashmiri artists are skilled at making wooden houses, houseboats, and other structures because of the region's chilly and wet climate. Kashmiri lattice work such as Achedar, Katamband, and Asli Pinjra is some of the most exquisite woodwork. Gujarat is another major center where wooden lattice work is used on windows and wooden doors. Furthermore, most hilly areas with access to abundant wood excel at carving techniques. The toy making. The toy manufacturing is both an art and a thriving business. Early in history, there is evidence of toy carts for the first time in the Harappan civilization. Archaeological sites from the Harappan period such as Alamkirpur, Ambukeri, Kalibhangan and Lothal have models from which toy carts of copper, bronze and terracotta can be made. Early historic sites such as Atranjikhera, Nagarjunakonda, Sambar, Sonapur, Ujjain and Brahmapuri have similar cart models. Toys were made of various materials in the ancient and medieval periods, including clay, paper, paper mache, and painted or lacquered wood. Red wood was used to craft lovely dolls, including the well-known Tirupati dolls from Andhra Pradesh. Rajasthan is well known for its brightly colored stuffed animals and cloth dolls. Indian cock or pith are used to create the traditional Assamese dolls. States in southern India are renowned for their skill in crafting toys from a variety of woods. Because they're so excellent, special toys made of lacquered wood are also substituted for crafts in Mysore and Channapatna. Local softwood known as ponki is used to make Ambari Hati, a popular toy in Kondapalli, Andhra Pradesh. Stoneware. One of the most well-liked crafts in the nation is stone masonry and making. During the ancient era, artisans needed carving and sculpting abilities to produce beautiful monuments. The best stonework may be found in the towns of South India. To produce their masterpieces, the artisans used a range of stones including soft brittle sandstone, soft spotty redstone, and firm granite. It was necessary to build realistic structures that resembled typical human postures. Monuments from the Mauryan era can be identified by the sculptures and facades. The greatest examples include the Buddhist carvings in Sanchi and Barhut, the rock-cut caves of Ajanta and Ellora, and the sensual sculptures in Khajuraho. The monolithic sculpture of the rock-cut temple at Masroor in the Kangra district serves as a good example of a monument in a steep area. When marble stonework replaced sandstone during the Mughal era, this practice drastically changed. They specialized in Pitradura work, which is marble inlay work done with colorful stones. They also built a large number of sandstone monuments. Amongst the most exquisite structures are the Taj Mahal and Imatut tomb, both composed of white marble and belonging to Daula. A significant supply of marble in Rajasthan, which creates the renowned Sange Marmar or white Makrana marble. Another significant place is Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh, which manufactures Shange Ratak in items from the dark brown stone. Embroidery craft is the ability to create elevated patterns using threads or wooden blocks is distinctive among textile crafts. This is referred to as embroidery and is carried out on face fabric using needles and silk, cotton, gold or silver threads. In Odisha's Pipli village, embroidery arts including applique and pipli work are practiced. It is a style of patchwork in which pieces of embroidered while vivid fabric are stitched together to create a single object. This method is used to make lovely lamps. Another popular method is pulkhari, which is Hindi for creating flowers. The approach used darning to produce vibrant floral-like patterns on the fabric. It is produced in Delhi, Haryana, and Punjab. Floor designs. This diversified type of art is present in numerous states and cuts beyond geographical boundaries. They are frequently created with the blessing of a church or family. The patterns are typically hand-drawn, starting with a dot in the center and growing outward in concentric patterns or geometrical shapes such as circles, squares, triangles, straight lines, and curves. Spatting in the middle and growing when a pattern is repeated, it's a natural method to draw. Squares, circles, and triangles make up the primary motif of the Chauk Purana designs of Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, as well as the Aipun designs of Himachal Pradesh. Mandana is the name for Mandan in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan decoration. Squares, hexagons, triangles, and circles are examples of the patterns. The ground is first cleaned with cow dung before being repeatedly completed with crimson bread, which is created by combining reticulated iron and water, that is red earth. On special occasions, Gujarati santiyas are required to adorn the home entrances. Thank you. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and please leave on your message about the video and the videos you want to see in our channel to help for your preparation in UPSC EPFO examinations.